What's going on, everyone? This is Andrew from Drew Code Sports Talk, and we are on day 6, and this is the start of the American League East. So, the last 5 days we had done the American League Central, and now we are in the East, and we're going to start with the Baltimore Orioles. Let's go. All right, guys. Well, it's kind of similar in when I did the Detroit Tigers. There was hardly anyone to pick from. With the Orioles, I really like this player, but right now he's kind of dealing with an injury, so he was pretty low on the spectrum of players to watch for. But I'm still going to name him. It's Trey Mancini. He is the first baseman of the Baltimore Orioles. He also plays in the outfield a lot as well, so he's a multiple position guy. Unfortunately, this past offseason, he had, actually during spring training, he actually had a tumor removed from his abdomen. So his timetable was uncertain to begin with. And then now with the Major League Baseball season kind of being pushed back, hopefully as long as there is a season, he will be back because he is a tremendous player. And I'm going to tell you why. But Mancini is a great choice. I want people to know that. If you're a fantasy baseball player, he's a good pick. I've had him in my fantasy teams the last 2 years. And not only does he just crush home runs, but he hits for average too, which is really good. And it's really hard to find guys like that when you're, looking on a bad team. Obviously, the Orioles have been bad for quite some time now, unfortunately, for you Baltimore fans. But, Trey Mancini is definitely a nice, bright spot. I know a lot of people want to say, well, what about Chris Davis? No. When you go, 0 for 41 or something in a year, I'm not putting you on my list. I'm sorry. That's not consistent, and he's just a power hitter. And if you haven't already understood, I really like the guys who have power and batting average. Even if you're not going to crush, 20 home runs or something, I like the guys who are at least going to get 15 home runs and hit for average. So if you haven't already seen a theme here. Now, like I said, if you're a fantasy baseball player, you got to watch out if you are going to draft him because we're not sure when he's going to come back. But however, Mancini did have career highs last year, and this is why he's on this list. He had career highs in home runs with 35. He had 38 doubles, which he actually upped it by 12. His career highest was 26, and last year he hit 38. So Mancini was on a roll. He had career highs in RBIs with 97 last year. He had a career high in last year's 63 walks and a career high in on-base percentage. And if you haven't already seen on my videos already, with the hitters that I've been putting on there, on-base percentage is always something I look at. He had an on-base percentage of 364. So, although the Orioles don't look that good this year, Trey Mancini, I hope he's feeling better for sure, because he is a tremendous player. He's not, as young as a lot of the other guys that I have been picking, but for the most part, Trey Mancini is a really, really good player. Like I said, I've had him on my fantasy baseball teams the last 2 years, and I've loved it because not only am I able to put him in first base position, I can put him in an outfield position and swap him in and out if I need to. And he, for the most part, if he gets injured, he'll be out maybe, no more than 10 games. But for the most part, he is going to be in that lineup as often as he can. Trey Mancini is such a great player, such an underrated player. It's unfortunate that he's on the team that he's on. If you're looking for fantasy baseball, if you're looking for a guy to draft on a bad team that a lot of people don't know about, Trey Mancini is a perfect pick. And if you're just a guy who, you're an Oriole fan, you got to be happy with Trey Mancini. But to be perfectly honest, he might be a trade piece this year as well. So, all right, guys. Well, this is day 6, and tomorrow, day 7.